Don't talk about my friend like that. Embiid is a nightmare.
Very messed up.
Meanwhile, they're trolling us. You know that, right?
Stop begging. Nah,
they are trolling us. And what's more disrespectful, fellas? I don't know.
Oh my God.
That is
dunk
very
or the point?
Got to know who did that. Oh, the point is kind of something. Your face.
I like the point.
The point.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota.
Welcome to Sports Nation. Kerry Champion here. Marcellus Wiley, you pointing as well.
What's the point?
LZ, nice sweater. Good to see you.
Nice sweater, huh?
Yeah, it looks
Sears? Good. Is that Sears Make Company?
Sears is all shut down.
Zodi's?
Target.
Oh, Target.
Yeah, it's French.
We are going places, presented by Toyota, folks. Dreams and nightmares. So we talked about this. Did you see him yesterday? He was good. Basically, he had 23 points. He grabbed easy 7 rebounds, blocked 3 shots. He was a monster. I don't know if you guys even saw this part, though. Someone tried to break his protective face mask. He talked about it after the game.
Justice stepped on it and tried to break it with his hands, but little do that knows that I have about 50 of them, so he's going to take much more than that to get me out of this series, and it's going to be a nightmare for them too.
All right. He's going to be a nightmare. He's going to know. Amino Hassan had a moment to join us.
There you go.
How are you?
What's up, guys?
Let me ask you.
CP time, right?
Just know he had other work to do. He had
Rhythm
other work
Nation,
to do.
Welcome to Rhythm Nation over here. Late as hell.
So do you have a problem with Winslow trying to break his face mask?
No, this is the playoffs where guys would pull out any trick and every trick to try to win.
Yep.
It's the fun part was, yesterday I had one of those audio kind of listening to the game thing, and both Embiid and James Johnson is talking individually about, man, this is what it's all about. I love the physicality. I love this is what basketball's about. And so I have no problem with it. I like Justice Winslow tapping into that inner Dookie in him and just being someone that everybody loves to hate. That's a good place for him, and he played amazing last night, but obviously Embiid played it just a little bit more amazing.
A lot more amazing.
Yeah.
Listen, I love Petty. I'm just going to tell you. Basketball, baseball, football, all the sports, even the gentleman's sport of tennis has Petty in it, and you know this as a tennis aficionado. Rafael Nadal's water bottles are infamous. He puts them down.
Don't touch him.
Don't touch his water bottles, but guess what? Petty even shows up there. Look at him. Knocks it over on the way down. Tap, tap, tap. Anything you can do to try and get into your opponent's head, you should try and do it. I love the Petty. Way to go, Justice.
And what is Zodi's?
Oh, girl, that's old school LA. I thought you from LA.
I am. I don't remember.
Wow.
Man, you showing your age, young. Okay, millennial.
Okay, thank you.
Talk about Zodi's and Zodi's Trails.
Okay, because that's where he got
Montgomery Ward.
I know Montgomery.
Okay,
my bad.
All right, there we go. Oh, Robinson's back. Can I get some? Can I go back on their head? Jimco? Anybody? Listen. This is my thing. It is petty. I like it. First of all, why your mask on the ground? Oh, you threw it on the ground? Well, guess what? Forget Oreos. Eat Cool J cookies. And I'm about to. He hit it to it. He spun on it, and then he picked it up. I'm bad. Here you go. Mouthpieces. We see it all the time on the field. If I see it, I'm going to help you after I hurt you. So nothing wrong with that with Justice.
So I wouldn't have called this. The Trailblazers look really bad. They are facing a potential sweep. They just can't get it right. And this is weird because I would think, in fact, that they would be beating them. Dame Lillard struggling, getting destroyed by Anthony Davis and the Pelicans. The managing editor of Blazers Edge on Portland said the Blazers need a serious intervention, adding, we didn't just see a 20, 30-point blowout on Thursday night. We saw the end of an era.
Wow.
So if
Extreme much?
Well, let's consider that. Is it time to blow up the team? LZ, I'll give that to you.
Where do they finish in the Western Conference?
Third.
Third? Behind 2 60-win teams?
Yeah.
Where did they finish the season before that? Not third. Where did they finish the season before that?
Not
third. So you're going to blow up after you have one of the best seasons, since Clyde Drexler's played? They are just facing a guy who's in the Matrix right now. And sometimes the Matrix just beats everyone else. They're Mr. Smith. Anthony Davis is in the Matrix.
I'll give you some of that.
I'm going to disagree with you.
Oh,
it's not
blow it
that
up.
Anthony Davis is killing them. It's that New Orleans walked into this series with a definite game plan and saying, those two guys are not going to beat us. These other guys are going to have to beat us.
Right.
And what do we always talk about? Playoffs are matchups and execution. Right? New Orleans matchups well, but their execution has been tremendous. Portland has made no adjustments. Right? They walked in at Game 3 and they played the same they walked into the same game plan that they would have 1 and 2.
Except they shot further back.
I'm just saying, exactly. That doesn't work. You got to adjust, because if you don't adjust, the chess match is going to be like checkmate, and that's what happened last night. That was checkmate.
Yeah, to your point, I mean, Anthony Davis, as much as he's in the Matrix now, he was in the Matrix last year, but guess what? You play Golden State, you lose in a sweep. He was 31-11 last year. This year, he's 28-12, fewer numbers, but they're winning because there's around them and the defensive adjustments. They're just trying to roll talent out there. Portland is, and thinking that's going to win, and that's not going to be it.
I mean, I'll give this to you before we wrap. Are you surprised they're playing so well without DeMarcus?
I'm not, because, first of all, Mirotic has been tremendous. I'm surprised about that.
Okay.
And Rondo has played out of his mind as well, and he's been really good for him. I'm surprised that Portland didn't make any adjustments. That's the biggest surprise there.
You blame this on Terry Stotts. You don't blame players.
I think that they have a game plan that doesn't work, and they went into Game 3 knowing it doesn't work and said, maybe this time it'll work.
No, they need to figure
Never surprised by playoff Rondo. That's what he does.
All the Kings men, LeBron and the Cavs, head to Indy for Game 3 tonight. So, look, the series is tied at 1 apiece. There's a lot of questions about LeBron's teammates, and we've heard about this. And a piece on ESPN.com, Brian Windhorst, our buddy, writes, essentially, the supporting cast needs to rally or face a dubious distinction of being the weakest in James' 13 career playoff.
End of an era, part 2.
Marcellus, do you really think that his supporting cast cares as if they don't get him to the finals?
I think they don't want to go down in history as being the worst supporting cast, because that is a part of his narrative and a part of his greatness. Can he drag this cast all the way through?
Sure.
Now, look, there's only been 1 year we're really talking about, and that's going back to like 07, because the rest, you got Kyrie Irving, you got Dwayne Wade, you got Chris Bosh. That's not dragging them necessarily, but they're not on the Kings level. This year, it may be just that. The rest of the guys outside LeBron shooting 30% from the field. That's horrible.
I mean, them shooting and not making the shots is an issue, but I like this group of guys because I don't see any dummies on the team, really. I see a bunch of really smart basketball players. Not to say that his previous teammates were dummies, but you did see some guys who didn't know the pecking order. This squad actually understands the pecking order. They just aren't hitting wide open shots right now. It's too early to tell.
Well, Harvard ain't winning the tournament, so I don't care how smart you are, damn it.
LZ, and I'll give this to Amin. So here we go. On Monday, what does this look like, this series? They play 2 more games. What does this series look like?
I think Cleveland's going to be up in this series. Here's the thing.
3-1?
Possibly, because here's the thing. They're shooters, right?
Okay.
Shooters, as long as they get to the spots and get those shots up, you have to trust they're going to start making them. You know, when you talk about George Hill, when you talk about Kyle Korver, these guys are shooters and makers, right? You put LeBron out there with 4 shooters, more often than not, it's going to be a good result. But to answer your original question is, do you think those guys care? Yeah, because you don't want to be the guy like, man, y'all have LeBron and
that's true.
you don't want to be that guy.
In my mind, I'm like, so what? Like, I don't care.
No,
maybe we didn't, but they care.
Yeah, because it's not so much as we have to support LeBron's legacy. It's the idea of me as a player. I had the best player in the league on my team, and I still couldn't help him.
Can't get out the first round.
What does that say about me? You know?
It says a lot about you. Not you, per se, but them. Meanwhile, bad news.
There's something about me.
One cheer. Y'all talking about Javier Baez. Listen, you watching this?
Not Javi.
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 Awful throw to first
Boy,
base.
that's the obvious thing to do when you ain't interested. Oh, not Javi.
That body issue, Javi. That body issue, Javi. Oh, I can't.
2 cheers for this umpire.
Cover the Cubs this year anyway.
Giants, Diamondbacks. This is another hit to the...
Oh, no! Oh, my. 3 balls. Oh, no, that's 3 strikes or 3 balls.
Not Javi.
Okay, 3 balls and 1 strike.
Inappropriate.
I mean, I'm just saying, that hurt. Yeah. Hope your family's already no more family.
I'm done.
Evan Gaddis.
Nice beard.
Astros Mariners. 3 cheers for this kid. Gets responsible for the unintentional triple play.
Uno.
We're going to get you 2.
Oh, did that
And then so
ricochet?
we thought the inning was over, guys, but it wasn't. And then so guess what? We're just going to tag you home, boy. You out.
I can't be your lover.
There you
What
go.
are you doing? You got a chip.
Hustle out of it at least.
Coming up next, I think they're trolling the internet. Dez and Odell preparing to join forces.
Think they trolling the iPhone. What low def is that?
Well, that's not theirs. Obviously.
Sports Nation is presented by Toyota. Let's go places.